Hey you guys, did y'all have big 4th of July plans? If so, we would like to hear about them, so comment them below. Now here we have our top 10 best summer wines that we're gonna try today. We also have our sweetser mix for those super hot days. And we have a little snack to cleanse your palate in between the wines. And if you're grilling chicken or ribs tonight, we have a sweet bourbon glaze that can go on top. Next, we are going to try our muscadine Moscato. Muscadine Moscato sits in between a 10 and 11% sugar level, so it is on the sweet side. Now this one is pretty interesting because we're actually the world's first winery to come out with a 50% Moscato and 50% muscadine blend. Having that Moscato mixed with the muscadines, it makes it sweet but also very smooth. And if you like this one, I recommend you try our Southern Mist because our Southern Mist is the same, except it has the carbonation to it. Now we're going to be trying our Bryce's Creek. Bryce's Creek sits about 11% sugar level. This wine is actually our Scuppernong muscadine grapes mixed with a northern variety of grapes called Niagara grapes. So now this gives it a sweet but smooth finish to it. And a little fun fact, Bryce's Creek is actually named after Bryce's Creek that runs through New Bern, North Carolina. Now we're going to try one of our newer wines. It is called First Responders. First Responders is actually a partnership with an organization called Folds of Honor. If you can't tell, this one's been pretty popular. I don't have a lot left of it. But Folds of Honor is an organization that actually donates scholarships to families of fallen first responders. So this one has very good meaning behind it. This is a sweet white and it sits about an 11% sugar level. Next, we're going to try our Burgundy wine. Burgundy sits about at 1.5% sugar level, so it is on the drier side for those that do like the dry wines. This was actually one of the first wines that we came out with in 1976 when we first opened. This is more of a light dry, but it definitely has that muscadine bite to it. Continuing on, next we're gonna try our Pelican Red. Pelican Red sits about a 7% sugar level, so it's in that semi-sweet range. It is not too sweet, but it's not too dry. This wine is actually made for a partnership that we have with the Pelicans Baseball League in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now we're gonna be trying our Sunshine State of Wine. Sunshine State of Wine sits about an 11% sugar level, and if you can't tell, it is named after the Sunshine State, Florida. We came out with this wine when our Panama City Beach location opened up last year, and fun fact, you can actually hand bottle this wine down in Panama City Beach when you go to visit. This one is a sweet red that starts off with a little muscadine bite but ends with a smooth finish. We have our Queen Anne's Revenge. Queen Anne's Revenge sits around a 10% sugar level. Now this wine is a little bit different than most of our wines, and that is because it's fermented outside. So the climate has a lot to do with how it ends up tasting every year. It's sweet, but has that earthy taste because it is fermented outside. Our club members that drink it a lot say that it changes year to year. Next up is our Armed Forces wine. Armed Forces sits about a 10.2% sugar level. And again, going along with our First Responders wine, it is a partnership with Folds of Honor. Folds of Honor is an organization that sets up scholarships for the families of fallen armed forces. Actually, if you look on the back of our Armed Forces wine and our First Responders, if you scan that QR code, it'll bring you to a donation page for our partnership with Folds of Honor. Armed Forces is a sweet red that also has a smooth finish to it. Now we're gonna try our Sangria Rosé. Sangria Rosé sits about an 11% sugar level, and this is what we like to call God Bless America. So we came out with Sangria Rosé because we came out with Sangria White and Sangria Red, and a lot of people like those two mixed together and called it God Bless America, so then we came out with Sangria Rosé. Sangria Rosé is a sweet muscadine wine, and actually fun fact about it, $1 from every bottle that is bought is donated to the UNC Chapel Hill's Children's Hospital. Next, we're gonna try our orange blossom wine. Orange blossom wine is a sweet wine that we have. It sits about at 11% sugar level. This one is actually a combination of our white scuppernong grapes mixed with oranges, and it is also bubbly on top of that. So this one, actually, fun fact, it was released on National Orange Blossom Day, which also happened to be the soft opening of our Panama City Beach location. This is a very refreshing wine. It's great for a hot day. Speaking of a hot day, next we're gonna try one of our Duplin Winery Sweetzers. This one is called Blueberry Freeze. If you can tell by the name, the taste of it is going to be blueberry, and it's mixed with our Bryce's Creek wine. This one is perfect for a hot day. It's like drinking an adult slushie. And to finish us off, we have a little pretzel snack for you. That's good to cleanse your palate in between each wine as you're trying the wines today. And if you're grilling ribs or chicken for the 4th of July while you watch the fireworks tonight, we have a sweet bourbon glaze to go on top. And lastly, we just want to say thank you from Duplin Winery for purchasing our Party on the 4th tasting kit and including us in your 4th of July celebrations.